Welcome back to Extreme Life Talk, where we deep dive, sometimes at a microscopic level, into the lives of the most extraordinary organism on Earth. Today, we have a guest who's been to space, survived boiling heat, and even shrugged off the freezing temperature. Please welcome Terry the Tardigrade. Hi, Terry. Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Well, as happy as a microscopic organism can be. Awesome. Terry, let's cut to the chase. You're known for being one of the most toughest creatures on Earth. What makes you so extreme? Where do I even begin? My claim to fame is that I can survive pretty much anything. Need me to live through boiling water at over 150 Celsius? Done. Freezing temperatures as low as negative 272 Celsius? No problem. How about a crushing 6,000 atmosphere of pressure or deadly radiation? Easy peasy. Oh, and did I mention I even survived in the vacuum of outer space? You say space? You been in space? Yes! Scientists sent me there to see how I handle it. I'm proud to say I came back totally fine. No suit, no oxygen, no snacks, just me being indestructible. Wow, that's amazing. But I am curious, Terry. So do you actually like living in these harsh conditions? Or is it just survival skill? Great question. Truthfully, I don't prefer extremes. My natural habitat is pretty peaceful, damp mosses and lichens, where I can snack on algae and bad bacteria. That's my comfort zone. But when life gets tough, say if moss dries out, I shift into a special survival mode. Survival mode? What's that like? It's called cryptobiosis. It's like hibernation on steroids. I lost almost all the water in my body, down to about 3%, and curled up into a tiny ball called a tun. In this state, I can survive almost anything. No water, no food, extreme heat, or cold, you name it. Once conditions improve, I rehydrate and get back to my normal life. So, in a way, you're like a superhero with a pause button for life. Exactly. Call me the invincible tardigrade. Let's talk about your science behind your resilience. What's happening in your body that lets you survive all of this? It all comes down to my biology. First, when I enter cryptobiosis, I produce a special sugar called trehalose. Think of it as a protective bubble wrap for my cells. It prevents damage when I dry out. Bubble wrap for cells? That's clever! What else? My DNA is also protected by unique proteins called DSUP, short for damage suppression. These proteins shield my genetic material from radiation and other harmful factors. So even in space or under intense UV rays, my DNA stays intact. And then there's my outer layer. It's like an armor suit that shields me from the elements. That's incredible! It sounds like you evolved to handle anything. That's the beauty of evolution. Over millions of years, we tardigrades have perfected the art of survival. Terry, your resilience is mind-blowing. But here's a big question. What does your extreme lifestyle teach us about life on other planets? A lot, actually. My ability to survive in extreme environments on Earth shows that the life doesn't need perfect conditions. It just needs to adapt. If I could survive in boiling water or the vacuum of space, why wouldn't microbes exist on Mars, Europa, or Titan? So, in a way, you're the clue in the search of extraterrestrial life. Exactly. Scientists call organisms like me model organisms for astrobiology. We prove that life can exist in conditions humans might consider impossible. Who knows? Maybe my distant cousins are already out there in the universe. Terry, you've given us so much to think about, from surviving space missions to being a model for extraterrestrial life. You're truly extraordinary. Any final words for our audience? Just this. Never underestimate the power of adaptability. Life is resilient and full of surprises. Oh, and don't forget to look closely at moss next time you see it. You might just spot one of my cousins. I love that. Thank you, Terry, for being such an inspiring guest. And that's all we have for today, folks, at for Extreme Life Talks. Join us next time for fascinating stories and different discoveries. Until then, Godspeed.